Stay City Apart Hotels. Half apartment, half hotel. Warm beds, comfy sofas, and fully equipped kitchens. We offer guests more, so you can do more. Cook, sleep, work, play. Welcoming, accommodating, and big beds for jumping. Smart travellers choose Stay City because Stay City is the smart choice. Stay City, half apartment, half hotel, all across Europe. Save 10% every time you book at staycity.com.
We're delighted to extend the partnership with Go Ahead Ireland. They're an organisation that serves communities all over Dublin and helps serve our club members around the county, and it's been a brilliant partnership for the last 3 years, and we're delighted to extend for a further 2 years.
Like us, Dublin GAA are embedded in their community, so it was a really natural fit. For us, it was important to find a partner that was inclusive, but also had that community identity, and that's exactly what we found in Dublin GAA. Since we started the partnership, they've been really easy to work with, and we're really excited to continue the journey together.
In those 3 years, we actually accomplished a lot with Dublin GAA. We were privileged to be able to work with both local and national charities with them, as well as working on several GAA initiatives.
This partnership allows us to support Club League and Championship and initiatives such as our Dubs TV live streaming platform. We try and stream as many games as possible, particularly during the championship season where we can from a logistical point of view around grounds, and that is something we will continue to try and deliver over the coming years and keep enhancing club championship product and club leagues around the county across all 4 codes.
In the coming months, we're going to be continuing growing our services. And while we do that, that means that we'll be serving more GAA community clubs than ever before.
This year alone, we're going to be introducing the Development Fund for Accessibility as part of our partnership, which is going to see core infrastructure at Dublin GAA developed. In the summer, we're also introducing the Go Ahead Ireland Dublin LGFA Summer Skills Camps, which will be held in July and August.
As Dublin's best performing public bus operator, we're going to continue to work really hard on delivering for our customers and our communities.
One of my favourite places to grab a coffee in Dublin is Bua. It's one of these kind of COVID coffee trucks that popped up, and it's kind of developed into this bit of a social hub. I'll always find myself being drawn back to social fabric. It's just a beautiful place to go. They always have consistently good food there. Bar 1661. So I love watching them make the cocktails, shake it up, garnish it, serve it. Howth village itself is a lovely little kind of seaside town. The Gravity Bar up on the top floor of the storehouse, and it's just an amazing place, an amazing view of Dublin City. Definitely visit Temple Bar and take in what's there. My advice would be just try your best to see other parts of the city. Brian Fenton, this is my Dublin.
It has to be Tang on Abbey Street. You can't beat their flatbreads with the chickpeas and spicy chicken. It's Irish owned, great food, great people. Shoe Lane beside Tara Street train station. It was close to Trinity where I went to college. They have nice croissants, fruit scones. If you're ever looking for a quiet place to go and chat with your mates, the Snug and Chaplin's has to be the go-to. Lovely old interior. Just have to get the dart out to Vico Baths, bring the swimming togs, go for a dip, and you get a lovely view of Killarney Bay. The Epic Museum, I think it's something nice to just figure out the history of the city. You have to go and visit a GAA or hurling or camogie game. It's the most amazing atmosphere. It's going to be an unforgettable experience. Cian O'Sullivan, this is my Dublin.
Tribeca in Ranelagh. I'd go with my family, it's a favourite of ours. Definitely recommend trying their wings. The Metro Cafe, it's a great spot for people watching, especially when it's sunny outside. An oat milk cappuccino would be my go-to. The atmosphere in Devitt is always brilliant. We've had plenty of team nights out there, always great crack. The Timber Trove Cafe in the Dublin Mountains, it's a really cosy family-run cafe. Farmley House would definitely be a must visit. They have monthly markets on which are gorgeous. I would advise you to walk around the city because most of the main attractions are close by and you can get there quicker on foot. Niamh Gannon, this is my Dublin.
Kyo's Cafe in Portobello. I really like going back just for the vibe. It's nice and chill, people are really cool. Trails Cafe in Ticknock. The coffee is really, really good. Americano, small bit of milk, and you're good to go and hit the trails. Blue Light is always a nice roaring fire. We tend to go up after All-Ireland final week. It's a really nice place to be. I'd recommend getting out to Poolbeg Lighthouse. It's a great walk out. You get a great view back of the city. If you get the chance, I'd go up to Ticknock, go up and rent a mountain bike. Trails up there are pretty cool. Bring a raincoat, a shower is never too far away. Orla Nolan, this is my Dublin.
Welcome to a breezy and chilly Parnell Park for this Go Ahead Ireland Senior 1 Football Championship quarter-final between Kilmacud Crokes and Ballyboden St Endas. Two near neighbours, local rivals and successful teams in Dublin over the last couple of years. Enda Varley, a former Dublin Championship winner with St Vincent's and of course manager of Raheny this season. Should be a good game.
Yeah, repeat of last year's final, Lushin, so it should be... Look, this is the main draw, I suppose, on paper of the weekend. So obviously, can Bowden get the revenge from last year? Obviously, Crokes going for 4 in a row, so something very, very hard done. So it'll be interesting how today goes.
Shane Walsh is named in the panel for Kilmacud Crokes. We're not sure if he will start. We'll have a look at their team in just a moment. In fact, let's have a look at it now. Even without Shane Walsh, that's quite a starting 15, isn't it?
Yeah, look, the forward line, a bit like Nafina's, the forward line here, it's a lot of danger men to cover off here. So, it's very hard to shut down, Paul, obviously, Mannion, Shane Cunningham, Darren Mullen, Hugh Kenny, all these boys. Shane Horn is really typical traditional wing forward role now in today's game. It's very hard to shut down 4 or 5 forwards in any team. So that's Crokes' obviously strong point.
Let's have a look at the Ballyboden St Endas starting 15. Not bad either, is it? Colin Basquel will be a go-to man in there. Ross McGarry, good to get scores, works very hard. Shane Clayton, so experienced in that full back berth.
Yeah, obviously, look at James Holland, Alex Gavin, giving them a good platform from coming deep. Keane Darcy from Galway, really, really good season with Galway this year. Really hard runner, good primary ball winner. Then obviously the threats up front, obviously Colin Basquel, Ross McGarry, Ryan O'Dwyer. Them boys can kick 5-6 points in any day, so they'll have to be watched very closely.
They certainly will. Let's have a look at the benches. This is all subject to change. Late changes could be made and whatnot. Craig Diaz brings great experience. Pádraig Purcell there as well. Tom Fox, well capable of starting games, as is Andy McGowan. Then for Ballyboden St Endas, they've got some game breakers in there and some experienced men around, don't they?
Yeah, big time. Look at with the teams evenly matched. I suppose going back to last year's final, it was close game up until Shane Walsh has won the goal in last year's final. So look, if it's obviously nip and tuck going to midway through the second half, these benches will play a pivotal role. So as you said there, Craig Diaz, really, really good experienced player. Tom Fox, Kieran O'Reilly on Bowen's side down through the years, really hard worker wing forward. Look, the two benches are littered with really good footballers. So again, it'll be interesting.
Well, just to let you know that earlier on, Nafina beat Clontarf 120 to 115, a really good match. So Nafina are into the semi-finals. The draw for the semi-finals, by the way, to be made after this game. So stay with us on the Dublin GA YouTube channel, Dubs TV. You can subscribe to the Dublin GA YouTube channel, and if you do so, these games will pop up automatically. We're back to hurling next week. Earlier on today, by the way, in the Senior Football Championship 2 quarter-final, Temple Oak Sing Street overcame St Bridget's 2-12 to 112. So Temple Oak just one game, Temple Oak Sing Street I should say, just one game from Senior 1 football next season. In the intermediate county relegation, Skerries have received a walkover from Plunkett's. So that was earlier today. A busy weekend in Dublin. Keep an eye out on the Dublin GA social media channels and of course the Dublin GA website. I saw Ronan McLaughlin, well known writer and journalist tweet about the game earlier on that it was good for the soul. I think I would have to say I agree with him on that. Let's hope we get something similar here. Two teams who are capable of serving us up a good one.
Oh, massively. I see Shane Walsh is starting here now, so hopefully it's a high scoring game like the other game, Musheen.
Which was entertaining. Also starting for Kilmacud Crokes is Andy McGowan. No real surprise there. Just looking around for late changes for Ballyboden. Just in case you don't know, just in case you've only landed from another planet. Kilmacud Crokes in the purple and gold. Ballyboden St Endas in the blue and white. And we can do very little without a football. And we're not being forced to change ends, but the teams are changing ends.
Ian Howley, the ref here, let things go. Good ref, Roisin.
Oh, we're blessed in Dublin in hurling and football that we've got good referees. Well, one change for certain for Ballyboden is that Evan Nugent has started, wearing number 17. That battle between Mannion and it looks like Flaherty who's on at the moment, that would be interesting. Ian Howley about to get us underway. Extra time and penalties if required. It has to end on day. And away we go. MacDonald still feels a bit strange to watch a Ballyboden team without Michael Tara McCauley. Shovlin goes in to try and take it. Now it's Dara Mullen. Mannion. Cian O'Connor. Well taken by Mark O'Leary.
Straight away, Cian Darcy gone in +1 there, front of the D for Bowden.
Paddy O'Connor finds his man and finds a free as well. Much to the frustration of Joe Quigley, who took it and turned and thought he was away, but it is a free into Kilmacud Crokes, and it's Shane Walsh who'll take it. Nominated for an All-Star during the week. And Shane Walsh squeezes it over. Hugh O'Sullivan assessing his options. O'Carroll attacks this one and O'Carroll receives. Goes outside Mannion. Mannion looking to double Kilmacud Crokes' lead, and he has.
It's a good score. Bowden trying to overload the D here for their kick out.
O'Sullivan finds his man, good kick out. His man is Luke O'Donoghue. Gavin. McCabe. O'Donoghue. Clayton.
Anthony Gowan playing as a +1 for Crokes.
Clayton with an attempted diag. It's cut out easily by Mullen. Shovelled on. Here's Mark O'Leary. Ben Shovlin. Good passing by Kilmacud Crokes. Paddy O'Connor. Mannion. Dara Mullen has an underlapping run in James Murphy. Doesn't take it as an option. Still Dara Mullen. Mannion.
Bowden have 15 men behind the ball. Inside their 45 actually.
Don't know why. Crokes don't have any decent forwards. McGowan. Dan O'Brien taking it on. Dan O'Brien.
Hit the space.
A burst again from James Murphy. O'Brien goes for it and gets it.
It's a really good score, Rishi.
Well, let's have a look. Well, if you invite any of these Kilmacud Crokes players to shoot, they will take that invite and they will punish you.
Crokes are pressing harder here for the kick out. 5 in the full forward line.
And congratulations to their manager, Robbie Brennan, who was named new Meath manager during the week.
Should be an easy job.
Of course, Ballyboden were also managed by a former Meath manager. He brought them to the All-Ireland title. Mannion. That was Andy McEntee I'm talking about, by the way. O'Brien. O'Leary. Murphy. McGowan. Great footwork, great running, fantastic stuff from Paddy O'Connor. Crokes starting with intent here. Andy McGowan, tug back and a free in. O'Brien. Mannion. Darren Mullen was hugging the touchline. He comes back in now. It's still Mannion. Mullen runs in behind. Just can't keep it alive.
The problem with having 50 behind the ball, Ocean, is their transition is so slow, they're getting up the pitch the other side.
Hugh O'Sullivan. Flaherty. Ballyboden with their first real spell of possession. Ryan O'Dwyer comes out to meet it and takes it well. And then it's intercepted by James Murphy. Just too casual. Gives it up to Darragh Mullen. O'Carroll. Cian O'Connor. Back door was the shout. Here's Hugh Kenny. Hugh Kenny, who occasionally is overshadowed by those around him, including the man who's on the ball at the moment, but he's been one of the best in Dublin for the last couple of years, Hugh Kenny.
Yeah, he's a real busy forward, O'Sheen. Like, he's, as you said, there's so many good forwards around him. Probably gets doesn't get as highlighted as much, but he's dangerous in his own right.
Dan O'Brien. Still Dan O'Brien.
Everything Crokes are doing here is with intent. Like, they're trying to move the ball with pace. They're trying to go forward with the ball. Definitely started better than Bowden here.
Shane Walsh. Clayton following him. Walsh doesn't mind who's following him. He'll take on anyone. Here's Mark O'Leary. Just completely overplayed it. A rare mistake from O'Leary. And now it's Ballyboden St Endas on the counter-attack. What can they do with the football? Ross McGarry has a man inside. That man is Alex Gavin. Now it's Colin Basquel. Collie Basquel.
Score.
A very good score and a much needed one. Well, only one Basquel starting today. Just goes to show, if you give the ball away, you will be punished. That's exactly what happened, Crokes, there.
Bowden are really going defensive here, Rashid. Give up the kick out there now.
Cian O'Connor.
Back door. Back door.
And a runner in behind, but just showed too much of it to Cian Darcy, the Galway man, who tries to send his team away again. Flaherty. Hugh O'Sullivan had come up to join him. Flaherty inside. Clayton. Bit of space to run into. A rare thing in this game. Here's James Holland. Holland. Still Holland. Showed too much of it to the Crokes defence. Hasn't given up on it. Now trying to break it as Mark O'Leary. Played along the ground, free out. Devin Burns. Shane Walsh. McGowan. Shovlin. McGowan. Cian O'Connor.
This guy's a good player, Oisin.
He's fantastic. So consistent. This man not bad either. Dara Mullen has a man inside. Dara Mullen! Good save. It's a point, but it could have been far worse. Dara Mullen cutting through the Ballyboden defence, having been set up by Cian O'Connor. His shot was on target, but it was diverted away by Hugh O'Sullivan. A good save in the end.
They're getting in backbone, but there's no contact whatsoever. Very passive in the first 9 minutes here.
Hugh O'Sullivan. O'Carroll will attack this, as will Shovlin. Well taken by Andy McGowan. Paddy O'Connor. Shane Walsh. He's going for it. It's wide, unfortunately, for him.
Joe Quigley, number 20 for Crokes, created the space for him with a cut inside. Left Shane one-on-one there.
Shovlin up in the air again. Falls kindly for Mark O'Leary. Dara Mullen. Andy McGowan. Mannion's outside. Receives. McGowan kept his run going. Mannion with two marking him. Gives to McGowan. So hard to mark them when they make those kind of zigzaggy runs. Hugh Kenny to O'Carroll to Mannion. Mannion back outside. It will bounce into the path of Dan O'Brien. Mark O'Leary. Running in off the wing, Joe Quigley. He's a lively presence. It's followed in. Hugh O'Sullivan does very, very well despite the pressure from Dara Mullen, because he knew exactly what was coming.
Can Bowden break a pace here now?
Donagh McCabe. Crokes migrate quickly behind the ball. Look how quickly they got behind and just plugged all the holes.
Yeah.
Harry Donaghy. McGarry. Donaghy. Wide. Intercepted brilliantly by Flaherty. But Murphy will get there. Burns, the former Kerry Minor, delivers to Cian O'Connor. Outside, Andy McGowan.
Keane Darcy plays the +1 here for Bowden again.
O'Carroll. Breaks Conley for Paul Mannion. Mannion guiding it down the line for Dara Mullen. Does he have the beating of his defender? Dara Mullen taps over the point, his second of the game. Well, fists over, but you know what I meant.
He's been so consistent the last few years in the Dublin Championship.
Shovlin batted it down, but it fell for Luke O'Donoghue. Gavin. Pasquale. They need his quality. Oh, there's a high tackle from O'Carroll. Now Pasquale kind of slipped into it, but it was still high.
that. I don't think there's anything else.
Well, Pascual dusts himself off to take the free kick almost at the halfway point of the first half. Second point for Ballyboden, second point for Colin Pascual. It's a dark enough evening, we might need the light soon. Burns. It's risky, and it kind of works out in the end.
Put the squeeze on that time for the kick out.
Paddy O'Connor. James Murphy. Bottled up. Fouled free for Crokes, taken by Hugh Kenny. Andy McGowan. Fouled, it's a free in.
Bowen need to be more disciplined than that now.
Shane Walsh. Misses from a tight enough angle.
Just didn't come in for him.
Hugh O'Sullivan. MacDonald takes it magnificently. And then it's moved forward 10 metres. And MacDonald goes into the full forward line looking for Sweeney. Finding Sweeney. Sweeney. Wide.
Could have taken the mark as well. Good to see good direct football from Bowen there. Back in their midfield to win that battle.
Burns. Shovlin is the target. Bat it down. Falls kindly for purple and gold rather than blue and white. That was Mark O'Leary who took it. Mannion. Always available for the ball. O'Carroll. Michael Mullen.
Bowen went really aggressive there for that kick out, O'Sheen. They went 13 men inside their half of the pitch. The goalie was marking one of the corner forwards.
Dan O'Brien. Outside from Cian O'Connor. Shane Walsh. O'Carroll completely free. Now brings it into traffic and goes back outside. Mark O'Leary. Shane Walsh. Good ball by Shane Walsh. Good take, Cian O'Connor. Gets the offload away to Joe Quigley. Darren Mullen. Running on to it, James Murphy. Paul Mannion. Mannion. A rare mistake from Mannion. He's frustrated with the man inside. Flaherty. Sullivan. These two have had some classic battles over the years. Seem to remember back in the kind of mid 2000s, I think they had to play 3 times. That was at a time when the championship structure was very, very different.
Yeah, it was knockout. I think a couple of years ago, first round clashes.
Yep.
It was an
It was in
open draw.
April, like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ross McGarry. That was a kind of a miniature version of the Dublin Meath 1991
Classic.
epic. Yeah. But the crowds grew. I went to all of those games. The crowds grew every time. It was. They were amazing games. Mullen.
The good old days, Oisin.
Oh, that's true. And let me tell you, that was before Dublin dominated football. So while there was very good players, it's not like you were going to see these superstars who had lots of All-Ireland medals. Shovelin. And some of them did go on to win All-Irelands with Dublin and indeed both clubs. Shane Walsh. So close to one with Galway this summer. Dan O'Brien. Good ball. I think that's Joe Quigley who calls the mark. It is.
I'm not sure, was he inside the 45 there, no?
Quigley guides it over. Took his time. Took a few breaths. Took his score.
He's had an impressive start now. First 20 minutes, gone on a good bit of ball here.
O'Sullivan. O'Carroll will attack this one. O'Carroll fouls his man being Luke O'Donoghue.
Again, Bone back in their midfield, win those personal duels.
Just booted forward by Flaherty. O'Carroll will sweep it up. In fact, he leaves it off for O'Leary, who's fouled. Shane Walsh moving over the ground quite well, still getting kind of back up to the pitch of it. Here's Joe Quigley. Shane Walsh sets up his teammate, that being Dara Mullen. A third for Dara Mullen.
I don't know, did you hear the shout there when Shane Walsh picked up the ball? It was a shout one-on-one. Dara Mullen was one-on-one inside.
Hugh O'Sullivan. Oh, good kick out. McCabe taking off. In front of him is James Holland. Will McCabe do it all himself? Well worked score, well taken score. Guided over by Dara Sweeney.
Difference when a good kick out makes. Got it on the half turn. Went straight at the Crokes' defence.
Burns. Mannion. Mullen. That's a really good ball if it works out, aren't they all? That one doesn't though. Hugh O'Sullivan takes it. O'Donoghue. You could see the idea, but just the execution slightly off.
Yeah. No, it was on. That ball was on if he executed it right.
Donaghy. McGarry. Just about controlled by Michael MacDonald, who did very well. Clayton. Good ball, good take. McGarry falls kindly for Cian Darcy. Harry Donaghy. Good running by Alex Gavin. Flaherty.
Attack the space, go.
Clayton. Crokes with 14 behind the ball. Here's Clayton. Tries to open it up again. Cian Darcy. Darcy has a wee look. Flaherty. Still Flaherty. Still Flaherty. McCabe. Holland. Good running by Holland. Then he left it behind him and it's tidied up nicely by Michael Mullen. But there was two around him. Breaks, picks it up himself, gets fouled, free out. And a lesson in patience from Kilmacud Crokes.
Yeah, I got men behind the ball there, Oisin. Holland took the one-on-one and just the solo with her eye there. He's a strong runner. Second time that kind of happened.
Mannion.
Oh.
He's just beautiful to watch, isn't he?
Yeah,
Still Mannion.
He's fairly composed on the ball, all right.
Hugh Kenny. O'Carroll. Honestly, any cooler and we'd have to check him for hypothermia. He never looks in any way rushed. McGowan, Quigley. Shane Walsh. Good ball by Walsh. He turned into trouble and it was coughed up. Couldn't quite hang on to it, Paddy O'Connor. Now can Ballyboden punish them just as they did when they turned it over a few moments ago? Here's Colin Basquel, a surge of pace, but he's surrounded by 4 purple and gold. And a needless foul.
That was brilliant by Basquel there. 50 metres of a run, 3 or 4 Crokes men around him, and through the free. No one else around him for support. Be interesting now when they push hard for this kick out from the free.
A free which goes over from Colin Basquel. He's third of the game. And despite the fact that Crokes have had the better of it by almost every metric except maybe for kickouts, Ballyboden's still very much in there. As you would expect, they're an unbelievably hard-working team, a very talented team. And that is analysis that you could deliver on every team at this stage of the championship. Quigley just couldn't quite soak it up. Taken up brilliantly by James Holland. Luke O'Donoghue. Michael MacDonald. Donagh McCabe. Scarpering onto this, Harry Donaghy. There's a bit of energy about Ballyboden at the moment.
Yeah, it's definitely been a better last 5-10 minutes. They've grown into the game. They've been a bit nervous the first 10 minutes, but definitely they've grown into it. They were a bit passive in the first 10 minutes, Oisin.
Hurling next week, remember. We're at the quarter-final stage. Here's Flaherty. Flaherty trying to slip away from Shovlin. McCabe gives to O'Donoghue. Clayton. Back to Clayton, having received from McGarry. And now Hugh O'Sullivan. Donagh McCabe. McCabe goes short. Flaherty. Flaherty has a pop. It's going to drop in around the back stick. And it's in Bowden hands. Now can they get the shot away? Can they get the goal? No. And it rebounds out into the path of Andy McGowan, who's fouled.
That seems like a common trend. McDonald, the midfielder from Bowden, drifted into the full forward line there. Flaherty kicked it into him, caused a bit of havoc. A bit like the first game with Leo Cunningham for Clontarf.
Quigley. Burns gives back to Quigley. Mullen.
Again, Bowden getting in behind the ball. Not as open from the previous game, Oisin.
No. Joe Quigley, having received from Andy McGowan. Burns.
This could be a set play here now. They're getting to a forward cluster in the middle of the pitch.
Taking and turning and going is Andy McGowan. Finds O'Leary. O'Leary eyes up the posts, goes for it, and gets a beautiful score. His first of the game.
That's a great score.
More intriguing than entertaining, I think it's fair to say.
Yeah, it's nearly like a basketball game, the half-court offense they call it. Both teams getting in behind the ball, and the play is very slow, and transition's obviously very slow. So back to the same here now with 15 men behind the ball. Obviously both teams are conscious of the two forward lines, what they can do.
Ross McGarry. He'll go for it from there, and I think he'll get it from there. He does get it from there. Wonderful. His first of the game. Oh, it might be intercepted. Well, not intercepted, but almost as good from the Ballyboden St Enda's point of view. Cian Darcy. Darcy wanted it back, but McGarry hangs on to it for now. McGarry having a cut again. Still McGarry. Gavin. Is he fouled? Referee says no. Good turnover from Kilmacud Crokes. There's Dan O'Brien. He's fouled, free out. We've reached injury time in a game that has flown by.
Crokes have kind of managed the last 10 minutes quite well. Once they've gotten their lead, they haven't transitioned as quickly.
Don't forget the draw for the semi-finals coming up.
That's a big hit.
Well, there's no need for the follow-ups. You don't want to do anything silly and get yourself carded here. Granted, it's very easy to sit on the sideline and say that. We wind these lads up for battle and then give out when they maybe occasionally stray over the edge.
Well, these lads would know each other, so the rivalry be fierce.
And looks like Colin Basquel is okay, and Michael Mullen getting some running repairs. Two hardy boys. It would want to be some bone shaker to stop either of those two. The referee, Ian Howley, being offered plenty of opinion, but it's only his that counts. That and the opinions of his officials, which he can take on board, doesn't have to listen to or react to, but yellows all round.
Everyone's happy.
Yep. If the UN adopted that approach, the world would be a far more peaceful place. Shane Walsh, and that's half time. The referee cleverly blowing for half time. Well, time was up, but also just to calm things down. Kilmacud by 3 at the break. What have you made of it, Enda?
Yeah, it's been. Look, at Crokes have started off really well. The first 15 minutes are all over Bowden. Bowden were very, very passive the first 10, 15 minutes. Getting a lot of men behind the ball, but getting no contact on. Crokes are cutting them open. So Bowden obviously have come into the last 15 minutes. Looked a lot better. Back in the midfield a lot with their kickouts. Transitioning a bit quicker, running harder. So look, it's all to play for now in the second half. 3 points, not a massive score.
One last spot in the semi-finals up for grabs. Kilmacud Crokes have their hands on it at the moment, but there's a long way to go yet. The second half, extra time and penalties if they're needed, and the semi-final draw, all coming here on Dubs TV. Stay with us.
Stay City Apart Hotels. Half apartment, half hotel. Warm beds, comfy sofas, and fully equipped kitchens. We offer guests more, so you can do more. Cook, sleep, work, play. Welcoming, accommodating, and big beds for jumping. Smart travellers choose Stay City because Stay City is the smart choice. Stay City, half apartment, half hotel, all across Europe. Save 10% every time you book at staycity.com.
We're delighted to extend the partnership with Go Ahead Ireland. They're an organisation that serves communities all over Dublin and helps serve our club members around the county, and it's been a brilliant partnership for the last 3 years, and we're delighted to extend for a further 2 years.
Like us, Dublin GAA are bedded in their community, so it was a really natural fit. For us, it was important to find a partner that was inclusive, but also had that community identity, and that's exactly what we found in Dublin GAA. Since we started the partnership, they've been really easy to work with, and we're really excited to continue the journey together.
In those 3 years, we actually accomplished a lot with Dublin GAA. We were privileged to be able to work with both local and national charities with them, as well as working on several GAA initiatives.
This partnership allows us to support Club League and Championship and initiatives such as our Dubs TV live streaming platform. We try and stream as many games as possible, particularly during the Championship season where we can from a logistical point of view around grounds, and that is something we will continue to try and deliver over the coming years and keep enhancing Club Championship product and club leagues around the county across all 4 codes.
In the coming months, we're going to be continuing growing our services. And while we do that, that means that we'll be serving more GAA community clubs than ever before.
This year alone, we're going to be introducing the Development Fund for Accessibility as part of our partnership, which is going to see core infrastructure at Dublin GAA developed. In the summer, we're also introducing the Go Ahead Ireland Dublin LGFA Summer Skills Camps, which will be held in July and August.
As Dublin's best performing public bus operator, we're going to continue to work really hard on delivering for our customers and our communities.
One of my favourite places to grab a coffee in Dublin is Bua. It's one of these kind of COVID coffee trucks that popped up, and it's kind of developed into this bit of a social hub. I'll always find myself being drawn back to social fabric. It's just a beautiful place to go. They always have consistently good food there. Bar 1661. So I love watching them make the cocktails, shake it up, garnish it, serve it. Howth village itself is a lovely little kind of seaside town. The Gravity Bar up on the top floor of the storehouse, and it's just an amazing place, an amazing view of Dublin City. Definitely visit Temple Bar and take in what's there. My advice would be to try your best to see other parts of the city. Brian Fenton, this is my Dublin.
It has to be Tang on Abbey Street. You can't beat their flatbreads with the chickpeas and spicy chicken. It's Irish owned, great food, great people. Shoe Lane, beside Tara Street train station. It was close to Trinity where I went to college. They have nice croissants, fruit scones. If you're ever looking for a quiet place to go and chat with your mates, the Snug and Chaplin's has to be the go-to. Lovely old interior. Just have to get the dart out to Vico Baths, bring the swimming togs, go for a dip, and you get a lovely view of Killarney Bay. The Epic Museum, I think it's something nice to just figure out the history of the city. You have to go and visit a GAA or hurling or camogie game. It's the most amazing atmosphere. It's going to be an unforgettable experience. Cian O'Sullivan, this is my Dublin.
Tribeca in Ranelagh. I had to go with my family. It's a favourite of ours. Definitely recommend trying their wings. The Metro Cafe, it's a great spot for people watching, especially when it's sunny outside. An oat milk cappuccino would be my go-to. The atmosphere in Devitt is always brilliant. We've had plenty of team nights out there, always great crack. The Timber Trove Cafe in the Dublin Mountains, it's a really cosy family-run cafe. Family House would definitely be a must visit. They have monthly markets on which are gorgeous. I would advise you to walk around the city because most of the main attractions are close by and you can get there quicker on foot. Niamh Gannon, this is my Dublin.
Kyo's Cafe in Portobello. I really like going back just for the vibe. It's nice and chill, people are really cool. Trails Cafe in Ticknock. The coffee is really, really good. Americano, small bit of milk, and you're good to go and hit the trails. Blue Light is always a nice roaring fire. We tend to go up after All-Ireland final week. It's a really nice place to be. I'd recommend getting out to Poolbeg Lighthouse. It's a great walk out. You get a great view back of the city. If you get the chance, I'd go up to Ticknock, go up and rent a mountain bike. Trails up there are pretty cool. Bring a raincoat, a shower's never too far away. Orla Nolan, this is my Dublin.
We met down at Fairview, and Kieran's brother was a friend of my brother's. We met through them, so when I was coming up to the Debs, I invited Kieran to my Debs. He asked me to marry him, and I said yes, so long as our firstborn child played for Vincent's. And he said, okay, grand. It's great to have our family involved as well. I suppose if the kids weren't as interested in it as we were, it'd be very tough on us.
Kieran's are playing Vincent's. The tension in the house is gas. Mum is obviously Vincent's and Dad is Kieran, so Mum always claims that she'll give John steak for dinner and she won't feed Kevin. But it's always a bit of a laugh, but I suppose no one takes it too seriously.
She had her hands full. She could have got the job as a bus driver. The amount of dropping off and picking up she did from matches around. Leaving some matches early to go to another match to make sure she got the end of that, or make sure we all got the same amount of attention. There was no favourites.
It means everything. I don't know what we do without it, to be fair. We eat, drink and sleep it.
It's always through the family like the rest of us. There's not enough supporting words, I'd say.
I know my whole life at this rate.
We're very proud parents. That's a huge achievement to have 100% of your family still playing. We're proud of them all, every one of them.
My name is Niamh Heatherton.
My name is John Heatherton. I'm Kieran Heatherton.
I'm Patsy Heatherton, and as a family,
our roots are set in the GAA.
Ground Force probably is the absolute heart of this club, both in their ethos, the amount of work they do, and just the pure love they have for Naomh Marnoga and the GAA in general. In simplest terms, we probably couldn't function without Ground Force.
I suppose the GAA was always a bit more than hitting the ball or hitting a schlitter, you know, and it gave a great sense of community to people.
I suppose at my age, fear of retirement, worried about the unknown, what am I going into a home under my wife's feet all the time or something like that, and then we just got this men's initiative started off. We feel that we're giving something back to the club that gave so much to us. We come up here on a rotary basis and line pitches, cut grass. It kind of empowers us as well if we feel valued.
We're all friends, we're all retired, we're all around the same age group. Some of us have nothing outside of our work, and Ground Force has been a big change for everybody from the mental well-being point of view. It's really, really important and really significant, and there is great camaraderie amongst the group.
So I think there's about 30 odd men in this initiative that comes up to the club and has a chat. And the coffee is important as well. We sort out the world, Dad.
Yeah. Or well, most of it.
Yeah.
That's what it means to me, just achievement and pride.
My first memory of GAA would probably have been in Crokes Park with my father. That would be in the early 1950s.
As a young lad brought down to watch one of my brother's matches.
Playing under 10 hurling, and I say hurling, not camogie, because I played on the boys team.
My feeling about the GAA was more a social one than a games one, because I thought it was a great way for all the kids to get to know each other.
Mum and Dad always brought us up to have each other's backs. We'd all go to each other's matches. No matter what we were doing or playing, we'd all support each other. I'm playing for the club 37 years, I think, now, but I also coached my two daughters' teams.
It's great. It really is a great feeling to have the kids down there. And now all of their friends are beginning to come from the same community and the same focus on the club, so it's a mirror of what happened to me in my childhood, I suppose.
We made more friends down the years and had more fun down the years than ever we would anywhere else.
Mum fostered that through us as well. She was chief bottle washer. She'd have jerseys upon jerseys out in the line.
3 of my offspring are married and they met their better halves through the club.
The friends and relationships I got out of it. Looking back, that was really what the GAA was about. Community, about building relationships with people. My name is Mick Galvin.
My name is Mary Galvin.
My name is Phil Galvin and my family roots are in St Bridget's GAA Club.
Welcome back for the second half of Kilmacud, Crokes and Ballyboden St Endas. It is Crokes by 3 at the break, heading into the second half. Enda, what are you expecting?
Probably expecting something similar, Oisin, to be honest with you. Boden will probably have to come out a bit more. Last 50 minutes, the benches will play a massive role here, so all to play for. One team season is going to be finished here.
Whose season ends today? We're not sure. What we do know is the draw will be on live after this game on Dubs TV. It is an open draw, by the way, for the semi-finals that are taking place in 2 weeks' time. Kilmacud Crokes in the purple and gold against Ballyboden in the blue and white. Mark O'Leary. Paddy O'Connor. Andy McGowan. Ben Shovlin. Rory O'Carroll. Mannion. Followed by Flaherty. Not a job I would envy anyone doing. Trying to follow Mannion around. O'Connor. O'Carroll.
He seems to have that kind of free role with Crokes, so he floats in and out, goes into the full forward line sometimes, comes out to the half forward line. Again, Keane Darcy's in the middle of the D for Boden. Crokes should be trying to find that extra man somewhere out the field here.
Burns just playing his own game there for a second. Here's Shovlin. O'Carroll. Burns. Mannion. Flaherty follows. Shovlin. Mannion. Well taken by McGowan. O'Connor. Paddy O'Connor. Paddy O'Connor looking for the first score of the second half. Well, the wait will continue. It wasn't far away, but it was a miss.
Crokes are pressing for this kick out here.
Shovlin's under that one, but he couldn't take it. Runner down the right hand side wants it. That's Evan Nugent. Didn't get it. Held up by McCabe. Clayton. Clayton. Dara Sweeney. Hugh O'Sullivan. Donaghy. Flaherty. Flaherty. Gavin.
Crokes is trying to get men behind the ball here.
Clayton. Hugh O'Sullivan. He'll have a go, Harry Donaghy. Beg your pardon, that was actually Ross McGarry. Flaherty. Clayton. Taking and going Ryan O'Dwyer. Ryan O'Dwyer didn't catch his shot right, but it will kind of hang up towards that back stick, but they can't keep it in play.
McDonald's in there again for Bowden. O'Dwyer was kind of hitting that, kicking that straight on, so it was harder for him to get that whip on it, for that to come in.
Burns. O'Leary. McCowan. O'Leary. Paddy O'Connor. Shoveling. Carroll. And jogging onto this one, Dan O'Brien. O'Leary in front of him. O'Brien stays going. O'Brien, who's well capable of scoring. Absolutely surrounded. Paddy O'Connor. Joe Quigley. Good ball by Quigley. Finds Cian O'Connor. Mannion. A breezy night as you can possibly hear. Cian O'Connor. Cian O'Connor almost lost it. Somehow kept a hold of the ball. Got it to Shane Walsh. Shane Walsh broke it outside, but it's a free to Ballyboden. Hugh O'Sullivan. Hugh O'Sullivan. Clayton. He's bottled up McCabe, but he keeps his head. Still McCabe. This is a good run by McCabe. A run that's ended by Hugh Kenny. Fantastic steal. Joe Quigley. Free out. Andy McGowan. McGowan from Murphy. O'Carroll. Shane Walsh. Walsh this way and that. Was soloing with the left end, solos with the right. Walsh turning and twisting and being fouled and gets the free in. Ray Silk used to teach him, and he tells a story about telling all the players, right, you have to play with your weaker foot today, and Shane Walsh said to him, and he was in no way winding him up or messing, "Sir, I don't know what my weaker foot is." Because that's just how talented he is.
He's very few weaknesses in his game.
That's true, yeah.
4 limbs. You've got the 4 limbs working. It's hard to stop. Got a few more options on the pitch. Makes the cornerback's life a hell of a lot more difficult.
Walsh knocks over his second. Crokes by 4. O'Sullivan. It's unusual, but it works. MacDonald. Well taken, Colin Basquel. McGarry. Good play by Darius Sweeney. Fumble lost, and a Kilmacud Crokes ball.
Just didn't get it out there quick enough.
Yep. O'Carroll. O'Connor. McGowan. Kenny Gives it away uncharacteristically, and then the free is given away. O'Dwyer clattered into by Murphy, and that is a free.
No one up front for Boden.
James Holland has to hang on to it because of what Enda Varley just pointed out. O'Dwyer.
Keane Darcy now has drifted into the full forward line.
Holland. Dara Sweeney. Sweeney. Good score by Dara Sweeney. He's second of the game, both from play.
So the one-on-one matchup in Winford.
Juggled and kept by Dan O'Brien. Murphy. Mark O'Leary carries. Andy McGowan, Mark O'Leary. Cian O'Connor. O'Carroll. Shane Walsh. O'Carroll drifts in behind. Walsh continues. Walsh didn't quite catch it right. You kind of get a sense that he is playing his way back into form, and that form will come. He hasn't been bad today, just once or twice has miscued shots, but that's okay. Here's Colin Basquel. Good carry by Basquel. Will it be Dara Sweeney with a good score? Another one, it is. He's had a fine match. Excellent work from Basquel. Good score from Dara Sweeney. Crokes about to make a double switch.
Trying to kill the momentum here, I'd say.
Mannion being spoken to by the referee. Flaherty hovering around. You look hard for the two players.
Flaherty would be delighted with that.
Going off for Crokes, Mark O'Leary. And I'm just trying to see who else is making their way to the sideline. Well, on for Kilmacud Crokes is Luke Ward, and Shane Cunningham is in as well by the looks of it. And heading off is Joe Quigley. So it's Joe Quigley, is it? And Mark O'Leary. Or Paddy O'Connor, sorry. Seven was heading over, that's Mark O'Leary. But it was actually, he was just going back out to the wing. So it's Paddy O'Connor and Joe Quigley. Ward wants it, and Ward gets it. First action of the game. Shane Walsh. Shane Walsh. Mannion with them. Well covered. Still Shane Walsh. Hung on to it well. Mannion. Boom back towards wing back Cian O'Connor, who runs onto it. Mark O'Leary running ahead. Shane Cunningham there as an option. Shane Cunningham takes and then fist to Dan O'Brien. O'Carroll. McGowan. Mannion. Mannion looking inside, but it's intercepted by Clayton. Back to Clayton. O'Dwyer. Over carries, free in for Kilmacud Crokes. Mannion. Out to Shane Walsh, who was left completely unmarked. Shane Walsh ends the wait for his first score from play.
Same position, different outcome this time though with Shane.
Well, what did I say? He's just kind of tuning up, isn't he? Not just for today, but for a possible semi-final tilt. It's looking good at the moment for Crokes, but only 3 in it and 17 minutes to go. So by no means is this done. They're up against an incredibly talented Ballyboden team. The semi-final draw to be made after the game. Ballyboden have made a change. Luke O'Donoghue has come off. Ballyboden, who are so good on the kickouts and really good at moving it quickly down the park. Michael MacDonald gives it off the shoulder. It's another fine run. James Holland Free in Ballyboden.
He's a strong runner, James. Hard to stop. The big man coming towards you. Boden just hanging in here. There's always 2 or 3 points in it.
Over it goes, off the boot of Colin Basquel. He's third free of the game. He's fourth overall, 2 between them. And this one, still in the balance. Michael O'Gara, by the way, has come in for Ballyboden St Endas. And that is risky, and it's a risk that doesn't work out. It's Ryan O'Dwyer. It's Basquel again. It's Ballyboden on the score sheet again.
Massive score.
1 between them.
Trying to press this kick out again.
Burns. Well, there seems to be more blue and white there, but Shovlin takes it and takes it well, much to his credit. Hugh Kenny was never going to be able to get that. O'Gara. Hugh O'Sullivan. Flaherty. Intercepted but carried over the line by James Murphy. Clayton. Good run, wing back, Donaghy making it. Ward trying to turn it over, but it's tough to do. Ballyboden come again, looking for an equaliser, but it's over carried and it's a free out.
Possibly a bit harsh there on Gavin.
Burns. McGowan. Still McGowan. Brings it infield. Ward. Ward looking for McGowan and not finding him. It was too risky a pass, but the referee was playing advantage. Ward knew that, so he took the risk. And now it's a free in.
Took the guy on, drew the free. It's an important one now for Crokes.
Mannion puts it over. Just his second score of the game. O'Sullivan finds Darcy. Another fine kick out. Darcy continues his run infield. He wanted it, didn't quite get it. Here's Donagh McCabe. Donagh McCabe still going. Dara Sweeney, free coming anyway. Dara Sweeney put it over. He's really frustrated because the whistle had been blown, so they will have to take the free. He's had some game, Dara Sweeney. This man hasn't been bad either, Colin Basquel. One between them. These two don't do boring, do they? It may not have been a free-flowing game of football so far, but it has kept you gripped. Craig Diaz is on for Kilmacud Crokes.
Not a bad sub to bring on, is it?
No.
Oh, we need that physicality around the middle. Bowen will probably had the upper hand around that sector this afternoon.
He has replaced Andy McGowan. Burns clips it out to Diaz. A safe pair of hands. Dara Mullen. Mark O'Leary. Has Cian O'Connor running on the outside. Diaz continues his run. Paul Mannion. Shane Cunningham. Mullen. Shane Walsh. Shane Walsh going left then, veering right. James Murphy. O'Carroll. Dan O'Brien.
Trying to draw Bowden out here now. Crokes trying to manage the game. Their experience the last 3-4 years will hopefully count for them.
Devin Burns in no rush. He'll hold it there for the next 10 minutes if he gets away with it. Mannion. He did well to get out and meet that. That was Hugh Kenny. Now it's into the path of Cian O'Connor. Cian O'Connor guides it over.
Kenny is so good at that. That first time primary ball.
Ballyboden on the attack into the hands of Cian Darcy. Darcy, has that gone over? No. No. So just in case you were confused, we had 12-10 on our scoreboard. That is correct. It was 12-9 for just a second on the stadium scoreboard. I'm not sure if you saw it or not, but just to clarify, this is the one thing I love about Parnell Park. The officials can actually shout up at you and just correct it and just be sure. So I actually disappeared for a second, just hoping nothing would happen in the game, just to tell the scoreboard operators. Coming forward now is Gavin. McCabe. Ballyboden probing, looking for a goal, looking for a free, not getting it. Ward. Cunningham. Cunningham down the line, looking to play it in front of Mullen. Mullen kind of tips it forward. Can he get it under control? He can. Mullen trying to get away from his man. Still Mullen goes. Mannion's inside. Mullen.
Oh.
And it's in. So he's booted it there as Hugh Kenny. No, it's not. It's a free in.
Wow.
Well, Hugh Kenny, who's a bit of a goal poacher, will be really, really frustrated and annoyed. Let's have a look at the replay.
Did he throw that?
We'll try and get a look at the wider moment, if that makes sense.
So hard to stop Darren Mullen in that situation, one-on-one, pace to burn, so direct. Bit like you, Kenny, really good, winning his own ball, taking the man on.
Kenny showed a striker's instinct there, but it doesn't count. This one will if it goes over. It does, so it's at least something from that attack for Kilmacud Crokes, and Mannion's third of the game. Second from a free. 3 points in it, 7 to go. Ballyboden have made a change. Into the game comes John Maguire. Out of the game goes Donald McCabe. Hugh O'Sullivan.
Good kick.
Brought forward because of the little push afterwards by Hugh Kenny. Flaherty. O'Sullivan.
Bones forward line here, getting into a spinal formation, trying to leave the flanks free here.
O'Cara. Flaherty's on the right hand side.
McDonald has gone into the full forward line again for Bowden. They've all kind of clustered in the middle here now, so.
Ryan O'Dwyer. Ryan O'Dwyer. Advantage was coming anyway, so it's a free in. Dara Sweeney will take it. 3 points from play, and now surely he's fourth from a free. And with 5 minutes to go, it's in the balance. 5 minutes plus extra time and penalties if required.
Bowden are going for this, 5 in the full forward line, trying to press that kick out.
Burns. Shovlin gets his hands on it, can't get it under control. It fell kindly for Ross McGarry. Ross McGarry still going. He's ran at that purple and gold defence all day. Gets his pass away. It's Maguire. Maguire finds a man in the pocket of space. That's Sweeney, so you know what's coming here.
Good score.
Oh, what a score again by Dara Sweeney. Four from play for Dara Sweeney.
Next 5 minutes should be interesting, Rashid.
And Crokes with the man down. And Dara Sweeney, so composed, so cool. Dara Sweeney taking his under 21 form into the senior grade this season. He scored 10 points in the final last year as they beat Ballyboden Kickham's.
That was cute by Crokes there. They overloaded their D, got Rory on the ball.
Foul off the ball committed on Mullen, free for Kilmacud Crokes. Experience really counts for something here from the Crokes point of view, doesn't it?
Oh, massively, yeah. They're going to draw in the last 3 years here now. It seems like a set formation here as well. They're all clustered in the middle of the pitch. Again, trying to keep the flanks open.
Here's Shovlin, one in between them. Ballyboden not giving up. Shovlin with the diagonal, but way too much on that one. Ballyboden St. Endas. Cian Darcy making the run in field for him was Evan Nugent. Nugent, who's got up and down that pitch all day. Nugent pops it up. Will it get away from Ryan O'Dwyer? No, Ryan O'Dwyer, much to his credit, gets it under control and then gets fouled in the free in. And this should be the levelling score.
Any extra time yet?
Mm-hmm. I hope you've no Saturday night plans, Enda.
The wife won't be happy.
Dara Sweeney puts it over and we're all square. A Ballyboden team packed full of skill and endeavour have got themselves level. Burns looking for Diaz. Diaz got a hand on it, but Ballyboden win the break. They've got the ball, they've got the momentum. Shane Clayton. Flaherty's there as an option, gives it to Flaherty. Is this the day the fantastic run ends for Kilmacud Crokes against the fantastic Ballyboden team? As soon as Flaherty delivered that ball, he went down stretching. You can't see that, we can't. Harry Donaghy, Dara Sweeney. Dara Sweeney, he's going for it. Could it be the winner? Oh. No, it's wide.
And they're going to go pressing here now, Boden. They have to, surely.
Well, they've had success from that.
Yeah.
They've been on top on Crokes' kick out. Crokes, who have made a change. Tom Fox is in. Heading off is Hugh Kenny. Now, that goal that he was denied, how decisive will that be?
Big time.
Burns. Diaz must have heard the shout from Shovlin, but it's Ballyboden who've secured the possession through Cian Darcy. Darcy's being fouled, it's a free in. They take it quickly. Crokes aren't set up defensively. Running onto a Ross McGarry, he goes to ground. It's another free in. And a chance for Ballyboden to take the lead. Basquel has it in hand at the moment. Sweeney's around the middle. It will be Basquel to take it on. A huge, huge free for Basquel and for Ballyboden, but if anyone can handle the pressure, it's him. Basquel.
Right.
Uncharacteristically wide. He's played well today. He will be disappointed with that. Are we going to extra time? Burns picks out James Murphy. Murphy gives to Dan O'Brien. Dan O'Brien gets it outside. Cian O'Connor. O'Carroll. Will there be a winner in normal time? O'Carroll has Cian O'Connor hovering on this near side. O'Carroll just hangs on to it for now. Back to Devin Burns, who gives the kind of calm down signal. Burns. Mullen. O'Leary. Mannion. Mannion carries. Still Mannion. He's forced out wide. Mannion cool as a breeze and moving like one. Good ball. Shane Cunningham. Shane Cunningham thought about taking it on. He won't though. Now it's Rory O'Carroll. O'Carroll. Oh. He's not fouled. We will play on. It's Cian O'Connor. Cian O'Connor. It's blocked down. It's smothered. It's Ballyboden ball. Crokes keep it alive. Dara Mullen nipped in and stole it. Dara Mullen to O'Carroll. Back to Mullen. Finds its way to the substitute Tom Fox. And Diaz somehow breaks it. Somehow keeps it for Crokes. Diaz with a clever ball. Up to Dan O'Leary. Dan O'Leary. The space was closed down so he couldn't shoot it. Shane Walsh. That's who you'd want on the ball. Shane Walsh. It's drifting off the face of goal and wide, I think. Well, he took it on, all credit to him. But I think we may well be going to extra time. Evan Nugent. O'Carroll chasing him down. O'Carroll still going after all these years. O'Carroll still going after all these battles. Good ball by Nugent. Got it inside to Alex Gavin. He's foul free in. Gavin goes back to Hugh O'Sullivan. It was never going to be simple when it came to these two. Brave stuff from Clayton. But Mannion has turned him over. Mannion has it. He's got a long way to go on his own. Regained his composure. He's fouled there surely by Donaghy. Referee giving the free in. The clever of cleverest fouls by Donaghy. The smartest of smart fouls by Donaghy. He had to do it. He knew exactly what he was doing. And Enda, if he was one of your players, you'd want him to do the exact same.
If ever there was a tactical foul, that was it, O'Shea.
Devin Burns is coming up. He might fancy it. Go off this from a long way out. I assume they've asked the referee what's left. Is it to be the last kick of the game or the last kick of normal time? Devin Burns is more than capable of delivering in these types of situations. Devin Burns to win it for Kilmacud Crokes. It's dropping, it's on the line, and surely we're going to extra time.
Wow.
We are going to extra time. These two do not do boring. Kilmacud Crokes 13 points, Ballyboden St Endas 13 points. What did you make of it so far, Enda?
Tell you what, it was definitely tense the last 10 minutes there. Big players, I thought, for Bowden. Keane Darcy really stepped up. Obviously, look, Cullen missed that last free, but he was really good in that half of football with Dara Sweeney, two main forwards today. I thought James Holland, Alex Gavin drove on from the back. Bowden were just that bit more positive in the second half. Crokes trying to manage it, and they're probably a bit too passive in that second half. So look, it's obviously all to play for here now.
Saturday night under the lights in Dublin. It always delivers, and it has again tonight. Kilmacud Crokes 13 points, Ballyboden 13 points, extra time and the semi-final draw to come. Stay with us.
Stay City Apart Hotels. Half apartment, half hotel. Warm beds, comfy sofas, and fully equipped kitchens. We offer guests more, so you can do more. Cook, sleep, work, play. Welcoming, accommodating, and big beds for jumping. Smart travellers choose Stay City because Stay City is the smart choice. Stay City, half apartment, half hotel, all across Europe. Save 10% every time you book at staycity.com.
We're delighted to extend the partnership with Go Ahead Ireland. They're an organisation that serves communities all over Dublin and helps serve our club members around the county, and it's been a brilliant partnership for the last 3 years, and we're delighted to extend for a further 2 years.
Like us, Dublin GAA are embedded in their community, so it was a really natural fit. For us, it was important to find a partner that was inclusive, but also had that community identity, and that's exactly what we found in Dublin GAA. Since we started the partnership, they've been really easy to work with, and we're really excited to continue the journey together.
In those 3 years, we actually accomplished a lot with Dublin GAA. We were privileged to be able to work with both local and national charities with them, as well as working on several GAA initiatives.
This partnership allows us to support Club League and Championship and initiatives such as our Dubs TV live streaming platform. We try and stream as many games as possible, particularly during the Championship season where we can from a logistical point of view around grounds, and that is something we will continue to try and deliver over the coming years and keep enhancing Club Championship product and club leagues around the county across all 4 codes.
In the coming months, we're going to be continuing growing our services. And while we do that, that means that we'll be serving more GAA community clubs than ever before.
This year alone, we're going to be introducing the Development Fund for Accessibility as part of our partnership, which is going to see core infrastructure at Dublin GAA developed. In the summer, we're also introducing the Go Ahead Ireland Dublin LGFA Summer Skills Camps, which will be held in July and August.
As Dublin's best performing public bus operator, we're going to continue to work really hard on delivering for our customers and our communities.
One of my favourite places to grab a coffee in Dublin is Bua. It's one of these kind of COVID coffee trucks that popped up, and it's kind of developed into this bit of a social hub. I'll always find myself being drawn back to social fabric. It's just a beautiful place to go. They always have consistently good food there. Bar 1661. So I love watching them make the cocktails, shake it up, garnish it, serve it. Hoth village itself is a lovely little kind of seaside town. The Gravity Bar